Hey there, David here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to a new video. If it's your first time here in the channel and you're interested in learning more about how the immune system works, especially how to boost your own immune system and possibly, why not, how to get rid of autoimmune conditions like ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, gluten intolerance, and other similar issues that are related to a autoimmune condition, this channel may be for you. Also, if you'd like to learn more on how to use technology to benefit your personal health, this channel may be good for you. As I post a lot of content related to fitness trackers, think of Fitbit, Apple Watch, and other similar applications. So if you think that might be something you're interested in, consider subscribing and come back to the channel often. I post content every week now. And for now, let's get started. Let's go to today's video. All right, welcome back. And in today's video, I'm very excited with the news I'm going to share with you. And it has to do with last week's protocol that I started Sunday and finished yesterday, Saturday, because so far it's a success. I'm going to explain what it's a success, but so far, quickly recapping, the protocol called for a high dosage of cabbage juice, 32 ounces a day, split up in 4 cups 4 times a day. I made a slight modification of splitting that in 2 parts, 16 ounces in the morning, 16 ounces at night. And I also added a bit of carrot juice and apple juice at the beginning, and eventually cut down on that until yesterday, the last day of the protocol, I was down to 100% cabbage juice. And there were also some supplements involved, which I'm going to touch in a moment, but that in a nutshell was the protocol, with the goal of getting rid of healing 100% from ulcerative colitis. So as I mentioned, so far I would consider this a success. For the last 2 days I've been off of one of the medications that are used to control the inflammation, so I don't feel like I'm needed anymore after following this protocol for a whole week. And on the other medication, I'm between 50 and 60% lower on the dose depending on the day. So I expect that also, if things keep going the way they are right now, I would be able to also be completely free of that medication. For me, that was really the goal. Now, I'm going to touch really quickly on the 3 points that I consider are the keys for making this so far a success, whereas in the past I wasn't as successful of following this protocol and eventually getting to a full healing 100% on the ulcerative colitis. First one, I would say I followed the protocol of the cabbage juice to the T, with a slight change of adding carrot and apple at the beginning, but then ended up being 100% cabbage at the end of the protocol. You should see some short snippets of the video as I speak on the starting point and the ending point, and how the juice changed from a slightly orange color to a completely green color as I as I lowered the carrot and the apple. In addition to that, I also follow the supplements that are recommended, where in the past I didn't. So this time, in addition to following the juice as indicated, I did take the probiotic, I did take the multivitamin, and I also took the mineral supplements, which again you can also watch the video from last week to learn what those supplements were. But this time I also followed that. That's the first point, the protocol of the juices and the supplements. Then second point would be I stopped taking snacks in the mid-morning, late afternoon, or early evening. And I learned eventually, doing some research, that I wasn't really not giving any break or any time off to my digestive system. I was just overloading, overworking it, because I would just keep feeding the body every few hours, and that was not helping. So I stopped taking that as well. That I started about 3 weeks before the protocol, just as a additional, thing that I was doing to try to improve the condition, and actually that worked. And the third point is related to that second issue or tool or change of stop taking snacks, which is now I'm restricting or bringing closer the time between the first meal of the day and the last meal of the day. It's indicated that it should be no more than 12 hours between your first meal and the last meal of the day. So if you take, say, breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, ideally you don't want to take dinner after 8 p.m., 8 at night. So you want to keep that 12 hours, whereas in the past, unfortunately, I was taking very late night dinners and very heavy, so that was not good for me. So that's another change that I can say contributed so far to making the protocol a success. So if you're considering taking this protocol, maybe follow these indications. I think they will improve your chances of being successful on this protocol. So that's all I have for today. If you made it so far up to this point of the video, consider subscribing, like the video, leave your comments, tell me if you are interested on these topics, any other related or similar videos that you would like me to make. I'll be happy to take those comments into consideration. But for now, thanks for the time, and I will see you guys in the next video.